Hello, friends. It's me. And it's time, again, for a story. An interesting one. It's a question. Question from Reddit user Aquinafloof. I like your name. This is my roommate still a creep, or am I just petty as hell? Part 1. Looks like there's going to be more to this, but let's get into this as it is. Hello, Moonhorse. Hello, Sango and the Moon Cult. Obligatory long-time lurker, first-time poster, followed by a not-so-obligatory I've got ADD through the roof. Y'all have been warned. Anywho, due to reasons I'm not prepared to share, I moved out of my parents' house. Before this lovely series of events, however, I met this dude at a student center. I was the couch gremlin for a while, and when I finally started to speak to people, some guy I'd seen around there when I was fangirling over Tales from the Gas Station. I don't think I know that one. I like spooky stuff, especially spooky comedy, and have strong opinions on jump scares, lazy as hell. I second that. He liked it too. Fortunately, that interest seems to have faded a little. And when family started to go to shit and I was being tracked through my phone and banned from the student center, the church related to it, and generally being around that school / people from that school, he'd stop by the school I'm currently at relatively often. We got decently close, but being a lurker on the wonderful channel of the Unicorn, I picked up some knowledge of the Neckbeard / nice guy behaviors. There wasn't anything overt about him, but the fedora, it was there. Couldn't really back it up with anything, and I've got a horrible sense for knowing when someone is off, but later I did find this skull painting of a guinea pig was being weird about shit. This is an interesting way of describing people. After I moved in, he said he was fine with just being friends, while telling others I was leading him on and curving him at every turn. Uh-oh. Despite the fact this absolute cardboard pot knew of the situation I was in, let me move in because it was either there or the student center, and I told him I wasn't ready for anything, don't wait for me. I shouldn't be in a relationship right now, and so on. And he was totally fine with all of it. I'd even straight up say I wasn't into him if I felt he was getting weird, and he'd say good to re-establish the lines between us every now and then. Sorry, mini rant over. Side note, I probably won't be using actual name for the Soggy Play-Doh because I like calling him Soggy Play-Doh better. But if I do use a name, it'll be T. You have an interesting way with words. I moved in eventually. With my kitten, pictures will be included when I can figure out how to change the format to get them on here. I love this fuzzball, and she and her sister are important later. Mine is the calico named Pixie. The other is my roommate's, named after Lydia Dietz. Not nearly as smart as her, but we love her all the same. I'm fully willing to admit I fucked up a lot from this point on. There's no way around it, and this is at least partially on me. But it still doesn't negate his responsibility for his actions. My first mistake was taking up on his offer of a few drawers. I'm on the couch, there's a small hall closet, and I should have been using that from the start, and I didn't. I never changed with him in the room or anything, he just had a few drawers he wasn't using, and I kept my stuff in it. My second mistake was not stopping the behaviors from before I moved in. This fucker likes to push boundaries, and knows I'm horrible at setting and enforcing boundaries. He had this habit of poking me in the head and making the, I can't say that word on YouTube, noise, whenever I'd forget something or get confused. He liked to poke and tickle a lot. Think for like 10 to 15 minute intervals. That's creepy. I'm a selective mute. Not proud to say it, but it's true, so I couldn't tell him off for one, but ended up curled up rather tightly, scratching the shit out of him whenever I could get a hold of his hand. I even resorted to trying to hammer fist him where the sun don't shine. He found all that entertaining and considered it as adding to the fun of the experience. Wow, what a fucking creep. Can't blame him too much there, though. I should have told him off. You know, it happens, but still, what a fucking creep. My biggest mistake, and where this tale truly begins, I watched TV in his room. At the time, I was a full-time student working full-time jobs. I was showing him Gravity Falls, and he insisted we use the TV in his room as it's bigger and high def rather than the one in the living room. I fell asleep, nothing happened that night. I woke up around 2, had a mini heart attack, got up to leave. This fucking hamster asked me to stay. I pretended I didn't hear him and fell asleep on the couch, but was awake to hear him leave the apartment. I knocked out and had a mini panic attack when I woke up to him on the couch with me. Oh no, sir. No, that is not okay. It's one of those L couches, so it's not really as bad as it sounds. It's still not okay. Later, I found out that he had gone out, driven around a while playing Pokemon Go, pulled out in front of a cop while on his phone before coming back to get into bed with me. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? That's really weird. This is where it started getting really weird. Next night, he asked if he could stay on the couch again. I asked if I could take the room, and was told no because he might want to go back to his bed at some point. He got pissy, but eventually did go to bed. Next night, he started setting up on the floor right beside me. What? Got really upset when I told him no that time. He started getting stalkery. He had to know where I was at any given point, because if he didn't know where I was or what I was doing whenever he was wandering, it must mean that I'm off doing something illegal. What the fuck? Also ended up disappearing one night for hours, left his phone behind, and since both me and my other roommate had work in the morning, we went to bed without calling because we saw his phone on the table. He got mad at us the next day because we didn't call, knowing he didn't have his phone, or stay up to make sure that he was okay. This 28-year-old man is a fucking emo teen. I mean, sounds like it, yeah. I'm 22, 21 when this happened, and the other roommate, we'll call her C, is 24. This continued for a good 5 to 6 months. I turned him down for a ride to work one day. I do like the walk. C told me that evening he told her I was having an attitude and was disrespectful to turn him down. Oh my god. He legit runs to this girl with everything like he got pushed down at the playground. I do have other friends, many mutual, and T didn't really like me being around guys, just in general. C is still friends with her ex, and this dude would get jealous when he'd so much as sit next to me on the couch, let alone talk to me about something like D&D. I got a Christmas present from this guy, and I had to tell the broken Demogorgon figure that it was from my older sister. I see, yeah, oh wow. One night, we had some friends over, both of whom had been drinking, and just for a note, they're engaged. They're absolutely adorable together. Me, C's ex, Jay, and the other dude, friend B, were talking about D&D. T got back, hung out on the sidelines for a little while without saying anything, went to his room, and didn't tell B or S, his fiancée, to leave. He texted me and C that they needed to be gone by midnight. Neither was safe to drive. Next evening, we were meeting up with people to play Smash Bros. I was having a fun time, and on the drive back, I became his captive therapist on why I'm more excited to play Smash with the friends who usually just play than when we meet up, and why I'm not as interested in when it's just between the two of us. Oh boy. Why I'm better friends with R and his girlfriend. Why I'm more comfortable with Jay, to the point of being okay with him on the other side of the couch at night. I'm okay with that because Jay acts like an older brother, and if I had to compare him to anything, this man is a puppy. And that is not just me thinking that. I'm sorry, everyone. This is fucking long as it is. And it's just only about halfway done. The unseasoned pile of bagel crumbs gets much weirder and a little scary. I suck at TLDR, so I'm gonna stop here for now. Have a lovely day, my wonderful people. Okay. Oh, man. Alright. So, to answer your question, O Queen of Floof, the question posed by the title of this, is my roommate still a creep, or am I just petty as all hell? No, that is a fucking creep. That is 100% creepy. That is very much, as you described it, a 28-year-old emo teenager. That is someone who refuses to accept no as an answer and acts like a wounded child every time something doesn't go their way. This is someone who needs to grow the fuck up, learn that no means no, and that you can't just creep on somebody and expect them to like you. This motherfucker needs to learn how to respect boundaries, and he needs to back the fuck off. I understand that not everybody makes the best decisions, and I understand that we all make mistakes in life, but eventually you reach a point where you realize that it's just not fucking working and you have to stop. This dude is not overstepping his boundaries by accident. This is not him misinterpreting something. This is him intentionally trying to make something that isn't there. This is someone who is trying to corner you into a relationship. And I guarantee you, being cornered into a relationship is not a healthy relationship. This is a creepy motherfucker. And you shouldn't ever trust this motherfucker. Period. So yeah, even without seeing the part 2 of this, dude's a creep. 100%. Absolutely feel that. And I look forward to more of your stories because, wow, what an absolute fucking tool. Also, you have a fantastic way with words. This is very entertaining to read. So, thank you for sending this in, and thank you all for being here. If you would please, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good YouTube stuff. I have a Ko-Fi with a weird-ass goal on it. You can go check that out. I have a merch store where we're currently working on more designs. We're doing more stuff. I got one, but there's still so many more to come. So keep an eye on that, and there's sales going on there all the time. Threadless has just like random sales, and it's kind of wild. It's totally interesting to watch. I try to advertise as many as I see, but sometimes I miss them, so make sure to keep an eye on it. If you'd like to send in your own story, r/Moonhorse Stories, that's my subreddit. You can send it there. I'll totally see it. And I have a Discord, if you'd like to come hang out with me and the rest of the Moon Herd. We talk about things, share weird stuff. I often share my very strange music tastes, so you'll get to see that too. There's a live stream every Saturday, so you will be able to see that if you would, want to join us. And, yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I love you all so very much. Goodbye, everybody.